Hi everyone, my name is Colleen Grey, and this presentation on the profile of an ethical leader will focus on Melinda Gates. Why did I choose Melinda Gates? Melinda Gates is the third most powerful woman in the world and the top American to make the Forbes 2017 Most Powerful Women in the World's list. She has an estimated net worth of $20 billion alone and $85.7 billion combined with her husband Bill Gates. And yet, when Melinda describes the legacy she hopes to leave, she says, "On the day I die, I want people to think that I was a great mom and a great family member and a great friend. I care about that more than I care about anything else." Melinda was born on August 15, 1964, in Dallas, Texas, and was one of three children. Her mother, Elaine, a stay-at-home mom who wished she had gone to college, placed a strong emphasis on her children's future and higher education. To save for the children's future college tuition, the family spent weekends maintaining their rental properties. Melinda had a strong interest in math and science in grade school and went on to pursue those interests in college, earning a bachelor's degree in computer science from Duke University in 1986, and then a master's degree in business administration with a focus on economics. She took a job at Microsoft Corporation in 1987 and married her boss, Bill Gates, in 1994. In 1994, Melinda and Bill Gates, along with Bill's father, started the William H. Gates Foundation. In 1999, the couple combined the William H. Gates Foundation with two of their other charitable organizations, the Gates Library Foundation and the Gates Learning Foundation. They renamed the newly blended charity the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. The foundation's initial goal was to place computers and Microsoft products in libraries all over the U.S. But over the years, Melinda has expanded the organization's vision to include worldwide improvements in education. The Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation also addresses global poverty and health issues. Two major challenges or obstacles that Melinda has faced is backlash from some in the education community and being a woman in a male-dominated field. One educator was quoted as saying, "One of the problems with the Gates Foundation is that they have an almost unlimited source of funding over the past decade, and they are conducting a large-scale experiment with the children of the nation. Nobody voted them to do this. They use the power of their money to pay for research, to pay organizations to support their agenda, and this undermines democratic decision-making, especially in communities that, due to poverty, lack effective political power. Their agenda has become the agenda of the Department of Education, and many large school systems have embraced the direction they've set." Some experts have also complained that the Gates Foundation approaches higher education as an engineering problem to be solved. Many educators feel that a more personalized approach and solutions are necessary in the education field. Being a woman in the tech industry has its own unique challenges. Melinda has credited good mentoring to her success. She has said, "For me, it all started with my high school math teacher, Susan Bauer. She convinced the nuns in charge of my all-girls school to build us a computer lab so she could teach us how to code. She could tell computers were going to transform society in our lifetimes, and she wanted us to be a part of that. There weren't a lot of people focused on getting girls coding back in those days, and I'm so lucky that Miss Bauer happened to teach in my high school." Melinda has also offered her thoughts and advice to push past this type of obstacle for other women. She has said, "One of the challenges I think a lot of mentors for women in tech struggle with, me included, is being upfront about the challenges women in tech face, while also encouraging young women to follow their dreams. If tech is your passion and where you think you can have the greatest impact, you owe it to yourself to give it a try. My strategy is to be as honest as possible. I often talk about how I almost left Microsoft. It was a very masculine culture, and for a while I tried to mimic that. I was more aggressive and competitive than I was comfortable with, and frankly, I just didn't feel like myself. But then, I made a bargain with myself. I said, 'You can leave, but before you do, just try your own natural style. It worked, and I found a way to thrive in an environment that didn't cater to people like me. In a world where money is power, Melinda has much of that power. German Chancellor Angela Merkel invited one of the greatest collections of women leaders ever to a G7 meeting. Among the women there was Director of the World Health Organization, Margaret Chan, and CEO of General Motors, Mary Barra, the Prime Minister of Norway, Erna Solberg, a Nobel Peace Prize winner, Liberian President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, and Queen Rania of Jordan, and of course, Melinda Gates. Her impact and influence is held and considered in the highest regard on a global scale. In regards to her influence, it has been said that prime ministers have parliaments, CEOs have boards. Melinda Gates has $41.3 billion endowment, and she can deploy it in pretty much any manner that she and her husband Bill, the world's richest person, see fit. An example of personal influence is Warren Buffett. In 2006, he agreed to give 80% of his multi-billion-dollar fortune to the Gates Foundation. As a close family friend, Warren told Fortune that Bill is smart as hell, obviously, but in terms of seeing the whole picture, Melinda is smarter. Money, a level head, caring heart, and a big picture view allows Melinda to exert her influence in an incredible way through many fields. Melinda has had impacts on the field of education in the past, presently, and most certainly in the future. In 1997, Bill and Melinda created the Gates Library Foundation to bring computers and digital information to public libraries in the United States. When the foundation began this work, less than a quarter of libraries in the United States were connected to the internet and fewer provided internet access. Today, thanks to these investments, nearly all U.S. libraries are not just connected, but they've been transformed into critical community assets for today's digital world. For better or worse, Melinda has supported a Common Core agenda as a means to have a positive impact on the education system and provide an equitable opportunity for all students. She is a proponent of computer-based college programs. Her support of competency-based college programs led to a program called College for America. Developed by Southern New Hampshire University's Innovation Lab, College for America is a competency-based, self-paced online program that offers an Associate of Arts degree based on defined skills and measurable results. In the current model, time is largely fixed around a 3-credit-hour course, while how much a student learns is highly variable. College for America is the first degree program to completely decouple from the credit hour, dispensing with courses, and is instead built around 120 competencies. This particular program is offered to students through their employer and is a low cost at $2,500 a year, all inclusive. When considering my biggest takeaway from this project and how Melinda Gates has influenced me as a woman and leader, I have 3 points. First, you don't need to come from wealth and power to make a global impact. Second, work in and improve a field as a woman, even if that's not the norm, if it is your passion, and care more about people than things. Thank you for your time. I hope that you have come to appreciate the ethical and impressive leadership ability of Melinda Gates as I have.